This story might make you uncomfortable, but in the best way. If you've ever looked at someone else's life and wondered, why not me? Stay till the end. Rhea was proud of how far she'd come. She had a steady job, a small but cozy apartment, a close group of friends, and a quiet kind of contentment. She had spent years putting her life together. One hard decision, one quiet sacrifice at a time. No one had handed her anything. She'd built it brick by brick. Ava had only recently moved back to town after living away for years, somewhere quieter, she'd said. Ava was someone from Rhea's past, an old friend from university, who used to be as lost and uncertain as Rhea once was. But now, Ava had changed. She walked into every room with ease. She had stories of traveling, a job in design that sounded like a dream, a relationship that looked effortless, and the kind of presence that made people lean in. At first, Rhea was genuinely happy to see her, but something inside her began to twist. Ava seemed to get everything so easily: the attention, the praise, the admiration. People who barely knew her were captivated. She spoke with confidence. She didn't second-guess herself. She didn't seem to carry the quiet weight that Rhea had carried for years. And slowly, jealousy slipped in. Not loudly, not cruelly, just quietly. It showed up in small ways. The sudden silence after Ava told a story, Rhea's forced smile, the way she replayed conversations at night, wondering if she came off as less. She began comparing everything: their clothes, their laughter, their lives. Until one afternoon, something cracked. They were at a small get-together. Ava was telling a story, something light, about a trip to Paris. Rhea interrupted, not out of malice, but from a place she didn't even recognize. She made a small, dismissive comment, a joke, really, about Ava always needing to be the center of attention. The room went quiet for a second too long. Ava didn't snap back. She just looked at Rhea with a kind of sad understanding. And she said gently, "You know, it's okay to be proud of your own life. You don't have to measure it against mine." Rhea didn't respond. She just nodded, cheeks flushed, heart pounding. Later that night, alone in her apartment, Rhea stared at the ceiling. And for the first time, she admitted something she never had before. She didn't hate Ava. She hated the parts of herself that still felt invisible. Jealousy wasn't about Ava. It was about what Rhea hadn't healed in herself. So she began. Slowly. She stopped doom-scrolling social media. She wrote down the things she loved about her life, not for anyone else, just for herself. She reached out to Ava and apologized, not because she wanted to be forgiven, but because she needed to own it. And one day, while journaling, she wrote something that stayed with her. "I don't want someone else's life. I just want to love mine enough that I stop comparing it." Here's the thing. Jealousy isn't evil. It's a signal. A sign that something inside you needs attention. You're not broken for feeling it, but you are responsible for what you do with it. So ask yourself, are you really jealous of them, or just disconnected from your own joy? If you've ever struggled with quiet comparison, share this, or just let it remind you. Someone else's light doesn't dim yours. And maybe it's time you stopped standing in your own shadow. Thank you so much for watching, and stay happy.